After raising some serious questions and leveling serious allegations against the Adani Group, it was time for US-based short seller Hindenburg Research to answer some questions. Questions posed by the Indian market regulator SEBI, which recently issued it a show-cause notice in its involvement in the Adani Group case. I'm Abhishek Singh and you're watching The Mint. In this video, I will tell you all about it. On Monday, the Hindenburg Research responded. Its response was dismissive in tone. And if I were to give you a one-word summary, in Hindenburg's words, it will be nonsense. And a slightly longer summary would sound something like this. As per Hindenburg, SEBI's notice was an attempt to silence and intimidate those who expose corruption and fraud perpetrated by the most powerful individuals in India. In January 2023, Hindenburg Research published a report which accused the Adani Group of several wrongdoings, including engaging in stock manipulation and accounting fraud schemes over the course of decades. This resulted in a massive crash in Adani Group stocks, which have made a massive recovery since then. But the Hindenburg report led to an investigation by SEBI. The matter even reached the Supreme Court. Now, back to SEBI's notice to Hindenburg Research. The notice sent by SEBI highlights Hindenburg's relationship with an investor that had already shorted shares of the Adani Group. And in that regard, Hindenburg has made a startling revelation. Let me quote the relevant part of Hindenburg's response. Kotak Bank created and oversaw the offshore fund structure used by our investor partner to bet against Adani. While SEBI seemingly tied itself in knots to claim jurisdiction over us, its notice conspicuously failed to name the party that has an actual tie to India, Kotak Bank, one of India's largest banks and brokerage firms founded by Uday Kotak, which created and oversaw the offshore fund structure used by our investor partner to bet against Adani. It was particularly scathing in its response over SEBI's lack of mention of Kotak Bank. On the subject, Hindenburg said the fact that SEBI mentioned Kotak Bank's acronym KMIL instead of its full name shows it was meant to protect yet another powerful Indian businessman from the prospect of scrutiny, a role SEBI seems to embrace. Unquote. Hindenburg also said that the SEBI notice said its January 2023 report contained certain misrepresentations or inaccurate statements, to which Hindenburg's response is rather dismissive. It said, and I quote again, "Much of the notice seemed designed to imply that our legal and disclosed investment stance was something secret or to advance novel legal arguments claiming jurisdiction over us." Now, as you would know, Hindenburg is a US-based research firm. In other words, unless it has an entity that operates out of India, SEBI doesn't have any direct jurisdiction over it. And the company did not hesitate in pointing it out. It said, quote, "Note that we are a US-based research firm with zero Indian entities, employees, consultants, or operations." It even dismissed the charges of conspiracy against the Adani Group to gain from the resultant crash, saying it wasn't a mystery and that virtually everyone on earth knew that Hindenburg was short on Adani, as it prominently and repeatedly disclosed it. The short seller even disclosed how much it earned from shorting Adani stocks. The short seller said it made $4.1 million in gross revenue through gains related to Adani shorts from that investor relationship, and just $31,000 through its short position of Adani's US bonds. However, Hindenburg did not name the investor partner. Adani is not the first case. Hindenburg has published several such reports in the past and benefited from short positions. In case of Hindenburg's report on Adani last year, it led to a rout of $150 billion in group's market valuation, after Hindenburg projected downsides of up to 80% in some of the group's listed entities. But as I pointed out earlier, most of the Adani Group companies, mainly the flagship Adani Enterprises and Adani Ports, have recovered all the losses they made as a result of the report. Recently, Adani Enterprises has announced plans to raise 16,600 crore rupees through the qualified institutional placement route and other methods. Another Adani Group company, Adani Energy Solutions, has also approved raising 12,500 crore rupees through various methods. Shares of Adani Enterprises are up 9% so far in 2024, while those of Adani Ports have risen over 40% so far this year. If you liked watching this video, please don't forget to like and share and to subscribe to The Mint.